Once upon a time, in a small village nested between rolling hills and fertile plains, there lived a humble farmer named Raj. He was known throughout the village for his unwavering determination to send his two children, Maya and Arjun, to school despite the harsh circumstances that surrounded them. The land was in the grip of a merciless drought that had persisted for years. The once lush fields had turned into barren wetland, and Raj's crops were withering away, barely enough to feed his family. The villagers were suffering from hunger, and many had begun to live in search of a better opportunity in distant towns and cities. Raj's belief in education was unshakable. He firmly believed that education was the key to a brighter future for his children, even in the face of adversity. But as the drought persisted and the village resource dwindled, he found himself unable to pay the school fees that were necessary for Maya and Arjun's education. Desperate and determined, Raji decided to visit the school and plead with the principal to allow his son to continue studying despite the unpaid fees. With heavy heart, he walked to the school, his hope hanging by a thread. But when he arrived and poured out his plea, the stern principal denied his request, citing the school's own financial struggles due to the dwindling population. Heartbroken and defeated, Raj struck back home, his family's future looking bleaker than ever. But he couldn't give up. One day, as he scoured his parched land for any signs of hope, he managed to gather a small handful of dried crops. With this mega harvest, he decided to make a journey to the nearby city in hopes of trading it for some food to keep his family alive. In the bustling city, Raj stumbled upon a crowd gathered around a man who was passionately advertising a book. The man claimed that with the knowledge contained in this book, one could educate themselves and rise above their circumstances. It was as if a glimmer of hope had appeared before Raj's eyes. Without thinking twice, Raj parted with his precious crops and exchanged them for the book. However, it was only after the trade was done that he realized he had used his family's last hope for food to buy the book. Regret gone at him, but there was no turning back now. With heavy heart, he returned to the village and presented the book to his son. Arjun, who had a deep curiosity for knowledge. As weeks turned into months, hunger continued to grip the village, but Arjun devoured the contents of the book, learning and studying every word. One day, as Arjun read about harnessing the power of the wind, an idea sparked in his mind. He began to experiment using what little material he could find. With unwavering determination and deep understanding of the principle he had learned from the book, Arjun invented a wind-powered device that could pump water from the deep well. News of Arjun's invention spread like wildfire throughout the village. The villagers watched in awe as he set up his invention, and soon enough, water began to flow onto their parched fields. With water at their disposal, the land began to revive and the crops started to grow once more. The once starving village was now flourishing thanks to the dedication and ingenuity of Arjun and his father, Raj. The villagers celebrated their heroes not just for their invention, but for their unwavering belief in the power of education. Maya and Arjun's education continued and their village prospered as they all worked together to overcome the challenges of drought and starvation. In the end, it was not just the wind that Arjun had harnessed, but the power of knowledge and determination that had brought hope and prosperity back to their lives.